Things that I hate and things that I like. First of all, maybe I ought to explain that when I say hate, it's actually just dislike. But things I dislike and things I like just doesn't sound good, so I call it things that I hate and things that I like. I dislike the way a lot of managers, not all, but the way a lot of managers tend to put unnecessary busy work on people just to keep them moving so that they'll look good. Not the people, but the manager. I think that preventative maintenance, I haven't seen any statistical proof that says it works. But a lot of companies are going to it because, after all, then that way you can keep your maintenance people busy in between emergencies. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Until you have people who are so busy answering emergencies that they already have an 8-hour-a-day job, and you pile preventive maintenance on top of that because you don't want to hire more people to handle it. I think companies that are using preventative maintenance ought to really think it through. They ought to look and see how much it costs them for preventive maintenance, because they're paying that hourly wage for preventive maintenance, plus they're paying for all those parts, because a lot of parts are put into those machines, not because they're really bad, but because the guy doesn't really have any idea what he's doing, so he has to do something, so he changes out some parts. And I think that happens more than management realizes. So, not real happy with the idea of preventative maintenance and with the idea of make work. I also think that a lot of managers who know that they'll never have to do the job themselves are very cavalier about the way they have people do the nastier jobs. So I think the way you could handle that is just rotate your managers through the crew, say once every 3 months. And if you knew for a fact that in 3 months the guy you're working with, the guy you just ordered to go clean out the toilet with his face, is going to be your boss, you might consider either helping him clean out that mess or doing it yourself, and just avoiding the idea of making him do it because you don't want to. So, because if you do it, then you really can't complain when he does it to you. So that's the things that I hate. Things that I like. I suddenly realized that out of my top 10 movies, almost all of them are Westerns. And my next movie I'd like to talk about is called Rustler's Rhapsody. And it's a great movie. It has some great scenes in it. When he opens up his hero opens up his chuck wagon, and actually it's a traveling wardrobe with, white hats and the same colored chaps and nice bright colored Western shirts and all that, so he'll look good as a hero. When he sits down to play his song at night at the campfire, and it comes out sounding tinny and plain, and so then he smokes a little bit of peace pipe tobacco, and the bass and the drums kick in, and the music, the orchestration, and his voice becomes a little bit reverbed, and his guitar becomes mellower, and suddenly he's singing a beautiful country song with or beautiful cowboy song with a full orchestra background. And he stops and looks up and smiles and says, "Oh, that's better." that really appealed to me. I really like that particular scene. Anyway, so Rustler's Rhapsody is a movie I really, really like. And it's also a Western, so hopefully I'll come up with a couple that take place in someplace other than Westerns. So there's something I hate and something I like.